Welcome to Roll for Crit. We are here with your brand new, exciting board game releases for the week of May 27th, 2019. Dungeons & Dragons Ghosts of Saltmarsh is available now with a brand new adventure and rules for ships so you can take boats into your campaign. Guardian's Call is the next new game from Druid City Games, a fantasy-themed bluffing game for 2 to 5 players, sort of similar to Sheriff of Nottingham in some ways, one of our favorite bluffing games. You've got some new Marvel releases this week. For Upper Deck's Legendary set, there's Legendary Dimensions, which includes some older cards that were previously released only as exclusive promo cards you had to work to get, including Man-Thing and Howard the Duck, so pretty exciting there. And then you've got some brand new Marvel Dice Masters releases, all X-Men focused. You've got an X-Force pack, a Dark X-Men pack, and an X-Men Forever campaign box.
We've got the Tomb Raider Legends game where each of you will be playing as Lara Croft to get that sacred artifact in the temple and out before the game or other players try to ruin your day. We've got the new Star Trek Deep Space Nine Flux because we need more Flux and we need to cover every Star Trek property. We've also got U-Boot, which is actually a game where you all take place on a U-boat submarine and actually a 3D board that's supposed to represent the submarine and you're all cooperatively working together. And finally, we got Wacky Races, a wacky game based on the Wacky Races, which I'm very curious how many of you even remember that cartoon.
I do. I remember it because I am a child of the 50s, as everyone can tell. That's from Simon also, which is kind of weird, but I thought that one looked pretty funny.
I've seen that multiple at conventions.
It seems like they've been talking about it for a long time, but it's finally coming out. Legendary, of course, we're big Legendary fans, and this one is a little bit interesting because, you know, we went out of our way to get those exclusive cards. So
those two, not like the other. There were more than those two. There
right.
were alternate of some ones that already existed, but I just want to get the ones that affected gameplay for you.
Right, but most of this set is technically cards that already existed,
right,
reprinted. But it does also include J. Jonah Jameson as a mastermind.
Oh, you gotta get that.
So I definitely need that. And the new D&D, of course, being able to take boats around.
Yeah, now instead of row, row, row your boat, it's roll, roll, roll your die.
God, one of the stupidest things that's ever been said on this program, and that's saying something. Tomb Raider, like we said, that's a game that we didn't think looked great, but I don't know. I'm interested to hear if anyone has played that out there. You know, anytime a licensed game comes out, it's hard to say what exactly it's going to be like. That U-Boot game, I remember, I think it was a Kickstarter, and I think we talked about it in the show when it was first announced, and it had a very, that boat did look cool, that big 3D model. But actually, that Guardian's Call game, I don't know if you had known much about it.
No.
That one is very interesting because, like I said, I compared it to Sheriff of Nottingham, and that's basically what it is. The big difference is, you know, you're saying to a player, this is what I have, and they can choose to believe you or not. But instead of one player being the sheriff, you can kind of give it to anyone else that you think you want to give it to. And if they're, you know, the cards that you get go into your tableau and you get points for them, or if they might become cursed, so it has that fantasy spin on it. So I'm wondering if that game will be enough of a departure for Sheriff, because we've played that game so many times, but that maybe it'll be fresh enough to feel different.
That's definitely an interesting prospect. I can definitely see one person never being asked.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing there's rules where if someone's been asked,
no, just more of those people at the table, he always opens.
Right.
Sheriff rules. I don't know if open would be the term they use.
Yeah, I think it's looking at it.
So that would definitely be see how the player dynamic changes because of that.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. So bunch of releases this week. Let us know. What are you buying? Are you still hanging on to the Dice Masters train? Are you excited about all those X-Men, which I guess are coming out in advance of the new X-Men movie in a month or so?
Right.
Or are you buying anything else? I don't know. Do you remember Wacky Races?
Let us know in the comments down below. And of course, you can find us on other places, Instagram, Facebook, in the new Wacky Races cartoon that already got canceled.
And I do want to mention also before we go that we have launched a contest this week where you're going to try to win a bunch of King of Tokyo games. So
for Godzilla, because we like that movie.
So look elsewhere on our channel. Put a link in the description so you can check that out as well while time is still there. Until we see you again, my friends, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Will.
And this was Roll for Crit.
Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and support us on Patreon. That would make us happy.
Maybe the next video is the one where Jonathan does a silly dance.